but they ran out of steam, and South Africa had so much fitness in the tank in order to see themselves through.
And so that's what it's going to be in the final. The plate final will be Kenya against South Africa.
Well, now we're approaching the sharp end of the tournament. The two cup semi-finals coming up. England, Australia, New Zealand against Fiji. Some real heavyweights in there. And the first of those semis, battle of the old enemies, England against Australia. Here they come. And this is what the Twickenham crowd have come to see. Their side performing in their home stadium. England starters, Dan Norton, tremendous performance last year here in London with 10 tries, and England's fans will want to see him unleashed in this semi. Ed Jenkins leading this Australian side. Sam Myers has been in really top try scoring form for them in this tournament. Referee is Richard Kelly. There he is, Dan Norton. Cameron Clark to start this game for Australia. A real rudder in this Australian side is Cameron Clark. And both sides have come through very tight and twitchy quarter-finals. Good take by Watson. It's Dan Norton. Scrum half on that occasion. Here is Tom Mitchell then for Dan Bibby. And Tom Powell, he's a real strong-arm man in this England team. But it's Australia who have the ball. Pakalani, here's Tom Lucas. Tom Lucas to support outside, and it is Myers. Good tackle, good cover by Mitchell. He really does get through a mountain of work for this England team.
Yeah, he does. Tom Mitchell, the talisman that just held the team together out at the back. He's been leading everything at the forefront. It's going to be an interesting contest, this, in the contact area. But look at this by Mitchell. Look how quick he was to his feet, trying to hunt the ball again. His work ethic is fantastic.
Tom Lucas, one of three brothers who have represented Australia at 7's. And he collects the ball, Lucas. Pakalani. Using Dan Bibby as a speed bump, and then the ball is released, and the try is scored by Con Foley. Well, you can hear a little rumble of boos around the stadium. They don't like that, but they're going to have to take it.
Yeah, fantastic set strike play again. Just recognising they can attack Bibby. He's isolated at the back of the line out. Look at this. He sends him up tight. Bang. They know they're holding off on the tackle, so pick and go through the middle. Clever play by the Australians.
Oh, that could be important. Cameron Clark, he doesn't miss too many from those situations, did there. But what a good try by Con Foley. Tremendous awareness, just saw, felt and smelt the gap.
These conversions are big, and Cameron Clark, who's been fantastic for Australia all season, but he needs to nail those. He really needs to nail those come semi-final time.
14 tries on day one for Australia, and 3 so far on day two. 2 in that tight victory against Kenya, a match that really was a bit of a shambles, to be honest. They won by 12 points to 5, but they did get through.
Yeah, I'm 9 then, sir. I'm 9.
Another error by England, gifting the ball back to Australia.
He starts closer, we've seen that. Here's Pakalani. Tarahi. Dan Bibby through quickly, but too quickly for the referee's liking. And he's given the penalty against England here.
Must go for the ball, 7.
Just silly mistakes, costing England. We knew that the contact area was going to be so important. They've got to get their decision-making right. They're going to compete with the guile of the Australians in the contact, who were exceptional yesterday and very good this morning in their quarter-final.
Pakalani to Lucas, misses out Parahi, brings in Colm Foley. Switching the play back to Pakalani. Cracknell makes the tackle on his opposite number. Parahi. Sam Myers on the outside of him. Watson slips away from the tackle. And England winning the turnover in their way. Here's Watson. Oh, is he going to get through here? Watson almost. Nearly managed to find a way through the narrowest of gaps, but again England penalised at the breakdown for not releasing here.
Yeah, it's very tight whether or not they're giving a chance the guy to present the ball before they're tackling him. We'll see here, Marcus Watson, there's the tackle. Has he released him? He has. That's a different man that's come in there. That's great play by Jenkins. He's come through the gate as well.
So most of the play in this first half, if not all of it, has been in England's half. Lucas. Here he is again. Pakalani. England's defence comes up hard. In goes Parahi. He gets a call from this side. Pakalani, this captain Ed Jenkins, and now it's Cameron Clark. Tom Mitchell again making the tackle. Cameron Clark not held, and he's through and he scored. Cameron Clark, a second try for Australia, and the crowd here at Twickenham is stunned.
Yeah, again, another fantastic. Tactically, they are out-thinking this England team. They need to smarten up here if they're going to stay in this game. They're getting out-thought at line-out time. Twice now they bang it up the middle. They're coming back down the short side. You've got to finish your tackles. He's up. He's got every right to get to his feet and play the ball. Clever, clever thinking by Clark.
Can he convert his own try? He's missed another one. As you say, Mike, those could be crucial by the end of this game. 10 points to 0 to Australia.
Mentally, 10-0 down is a big difference to 14-0 down. It makes a massive difference. It keeps England in this game, these missed conversions.
So this guy coming on is replacing that guy that's injured in the backfield, is that right? Okay.
I think there's a bunch of heads in there between two England players. Tom Powell hasn't come out of it too well. He looks like the crowd, a little bit stunned.
Not a bad replacement though, bringing Rodwell on, who's been outstanding for England all season.
Well, that's not a great piece of work by England at the restart, and Parahi almost through. Ed Jenkins fires it out. A long, accurate pass to Cam Clark, and he's going to get his second try. What a start to this semi-final by Australia, and right now England are being swamped.
They are, they're getting out-thought, they're getting tactically outplayed, and they're making silly mistakes now. They need to get back to process, but wonderful restart. The reaction time of the Australians is fantastic at the moment. Again, technical mistake. Who's on it first? Parry's on it first. Right, look at the leg drive. And then they recognise where the space is, they move it to Clark. He's got Rebel on the outside. He's away for the third try.
He's missed another conversion attempt though, Cam Clark. Well, he's having a wonderful game with ball in hand, but not just such a good game with the ball off the toe. Australia, who last won here in London in 2010, can they repeat that success this time around?
Yeah, and you know, 15-0, I think England will be with what happened first half, they'll be happy to be only 15-0 down. These conversions being missed could be critical.
Let's see England do at the restart this time, and it's gone too far, and yet again it's Cameron Clark who's made the error with the boot.
Just before half-time, if England can get the score back, they can get something on the ball going into half-time, they'll be happy. This is a massive play. Can Mitchell get his troops back into the game?
England tentatively venturing into the Australian half. Here's Watson, Bibby. Can they outfox this Australian defence? And it's Burgess. Just boulders defenders out of the way, Burgess. And then Australia get across and manage to ferry him towards the touchline.
Just illustrates that they get some possession, they get some passes. They've only had 2 passes to that possession, and they start to cause problems. The key is they've got to get the ball and keep it. They didn't do that well enough in the first half.
2 tries from Cameron Clark. Australia lead by 15 points to 0 at the break.
Tap that in, mate. Okay, go for it. Don't let it go out on the full. Okay, the restarts are working well. You're playing with good composure. Let's try and get in behind them. Don't worry about going wide too much. We're making good yards up the middle, and they're flying up out wide. So just keep on doing what we're doing, controlling the ball, no turnovers, no
Don't get on for holding on, so I think the tackle. So that timing's really, really important. Attack-wise as well, they're hitting and they're flooding back that short side, aren't they? So they're all getting there. So make our tackles the top tackle, and then we've got to be scanning the full picture.
Sorry, on that, boys, it's useless us having fucking birds go all the way out there and leaving us on the short side. Okay, so whoever's at 10, jam in and make that hit. That allows us to then have numbers up on that short side, okay? It's obvious what they're fucking doing.
In terms of our attack.
Apologies for the language in there. Chris Cracknell and Simon Amor doing the half-time team talk. And New Zealand loosening up gently for the second semi-final against Fiji. Sir Gordon Titchen's in the middle as always. He's been around since 1994. 41 All Blacks he has produced through the 7's pathway. There are the Fijians. I wonder who'll be the fresher. Them or New Zealand. New Zealand famed for their fitness. Ben Ryan, former England coach, coaching now Fiji, and I wonder will Australia reward Michael O'Connor for his long services, coach to the Australian team, with a victory in this tournament. But they've got to get past Simon Amor's side, and a wry shake of the head from Amor.
It's not going to do him any good. He's got to get his team on track tactically to ensure that they get back in this game. They're not out of it yet. It's 15-0. Those missed conversions give England an opportunity. They need to take advantage and get back on process.
Need to start making the restart stick, and it's Rodwell on the far side. And Australia have claimed it through Foley. Difficult ball for Tarahi to cope with there, but cope with it he does. Off goes Ed Jenkins. Burgess and Bibby coming in with a tackle. It's very messy on the floor there, but no infringement, says the referee. Here's Ed Jenkins.
It's interesting, wasn't that breakdown? It looked to me like a few people were off their feet, hands in ruck, so they need to tidy that up.
Just a few, yes. Here's Cameron Clark. Dan Norton, the ball has been nudged forward, I think, in the contact zone there, so England get the put in and maybe an opportunity. They haven't created many.
They haven't. Possession is key. I mean, Mick O'Connor talked about having possession and frustrating England. For England, they haven't had much possession. Once they get it, they need to treasure the pill.
Yeah. Right, Tom on. Come closer, please, goal. Crouch. What's the pressure, Ben? Fine. Set.
Tom Mitchell. England desperate for some sort of response here. And adding some life is Mitchell, and Burgess is the receiver there. Top ball from Mitchell. Here's Cracknell.
He actually tackled there. Back here, no release.
Penalty, not releasing.
Must release the ball and then get up.
Yeah, two penalties there. Australia not releasing. Then Cracknell again was tackled on the floor and didn't release the ball, so went back to the first defence, which is Australia not releasing at the first tackle. Lucky for England there.
Puff of the cheeks for Michael O'Connor, the Australian coach, in his final tournament, remember. The double code international. Here's Cracknell. Marcus Watson. Watson to Bibby. Did well to get the ball away to Dan Norton. We're going to see his pace on the outside. Great defence by Cameron Clark. What a game he's having. Here's Dan Bibby, and Burgess just about picks that up off his toes. Wasn't the best of passes. Marcus Watson, Rodwell outside. Direct from Rodwell. Watson picks it up, and there's Tom Mitchell, and he is the man to inject the spark into this England side in this semi-final.
Fantastic work there by Captain Fantastic Tom Mitchell. He is single-handedly keeping his team. His desire, his work ethic in defence, but his work ethic and support lines in attack. He saw the short line, he saw the space on the inside, he gambled and they found him, and he's under the sticks, more importantly for a 7-pointer.
Tom Mitchell, one of 4 players nominated for the IRB 7's Player of the Year, alongside Tim Mickelson, Cal Brown and Samasoni Very, and it's play like that has got him onto that shortlist. Some England fans in the bathroom wallpaper. Mitchell, a lot of height on that restart. Up goes Bibby. Possibly one of the shortest men on the field. Was the man challenging there. Foley.
Ball's out, play, ball's out.
Sam Myers. Rodwell tackles him. Pakalani. And Australia decide that pumping the ball out of play is to their advantage. What do you think, Mike?
A little bit of rust there. Nick O'Connell talked about composure on his side, and they allowed themselves to get flustered there. Did they not take that ball back into the 22 then, or did it? Because if they did, that should be a line out back, or did it come off somebody's hand? Obviously in either.
Well extricated. Oh dear. Here come Australia again. Clone Foley. Cameron Clark. It's a bit of a loose pass. Good point for it. Oh, Norton almost nipping in there. Advantage to England. Knock on in there, but Norton, well, he almost prized the ball away from the Australians there. It was only, well, there's 2 scores between them, but England still have time.
Loose passing. They seem to have gone off their rhythm, off their tempo. Australia have won a turnover at line-out. You've got to attack the space. They didn't. They gifted the ball back to England, and with that, an opportunity. Big part of the game.
Mitchell.
Backwards.
Good work there by Lucas to get hold of Mitchell. So preventing England from using clean ball. And again, it's stuck in there at the breakdown. Here's Bibby from Mitchell. Rodwell. Bibby. And back to the start.
Release!
Good drive by England, though. Australia trying to counter-attack. Now Burgess. And here's Watson. Look how many Australian defenders are on him, like a flash. Cracknell. Bibby. And again, it's good defence by Australia, but England getting the ball away.
Again, England forcing it. Bibby, you've got Dan Norton, you can use the ball. That's where they can hurt them.
Yeah, what I've rolled is because there's no one around that's going to play the ball from your team.
Just look here, Bibby's got to move this ball away. He's running across, he's getting himself isolated. All of his players are in front of him. These are the tactical errors that England need to eradicate from their game if they want to get themselves back into this game.
Third the last 2 times they've appeared here in London, England.
Yeah.
And if they get knocked out here, that'll be the best they can achieve for a third year in a row. 3 times winners in London, England.
Right. Time on.
03-04, the last time 5 years ago in 2009. And Australia trying to bridge a 4-year gap since their last success here when they beat South Africa in the final. And they're very close to another one. Here's Pakalani, good pass, outside off the bench, Peter Schuster. Nephew of the All Black, John Schuster. Asquith, long pass outside, approaching the final minute now. And Australia enter the England half. It's a strong run by Ed Jenkins. Tom Mitchell is there almost inevitably, doing the work of 2 men for England. Ball stays in play. Foley comes in, picked up by Norton, with a long way to go here of England. It's Watson on the outside. We know he's got pace. Can he step away from the cover tackle of Peter Schuster? No, but Dan Bibby is in support. Wonderfully well done, and it's Mitchell now. Tom Mitchell looks around for support. How much gas has he left after all the work he has plowed through?
He's running on fumes, isn't he? He's running on fumes.
He is. Dan Norton, little step. Oh, he's through! There's the class of Dan Norton, and he's underneath the sticks, but there's only seconds remaining.
They can turn down the hooter and they can go straight to the kickoff. If they're quiet, they're smart, they can turn that down.
Well, nobody's coming up to take the kick, so they're doing just that.
Oh, hello.
We have had some controversies in this tournament here in London.
From my point of view, time is up when I awarded the try.
He scored before the zero.
Oh, well, time can't be up when he's awarded the try. He's got to take the conversion.
Yeah, I agree, but
It's before the clock's done, he can take the kickoff. He chooses not to have the conversion. It's the kickoff. That's the rule.
thank you.
Simon Amor is apoplectic, and so too was Tom Mitchell, and probably rightly so.
I have some sympathy. I have some sympathy for Simon, because quite clearly Tom was turning down the conversion. Whether or not the referee had signalled time was over, I don't see how he can if you've got to take the conversion. More importantly, England were their own downfall the first half. They tactically weren't up to it. They smartened up. Dan Norton was the key, but that's not a way that we want to see a game end.
But it is Australia who go through to the cup final. They have beaten England in the first semi by 15 points to 7.
So another game, another game finishing in strange circumstances. And Simon Amor still arguing in the toss down touchdown, but we proceed, we go on with the next game, and that is New Zealand against Fiji. DJ Forbes leads out the New Zealanders in what is one of the oldest rivalries in the world, Sems. It goes back even further than 15 years of the established World Series. Always fiercely contested, and there have been some memorable clashes this season alone. Osea Kolinisau leads Fiji. Samisoni Viriviri, one of the IRB Sam's Player of the Year nominees, and here is the young man that's assumed the captaincy and has taken the responsibility this year from Ben Ryan, and it's good to see Rasta Rasavenge restored to good health following his injury yesterday.
7.
Fiji get the second semi-final underway as Phil Nicholson snaps up the loose pass. Away goes Gillis Kaka over the 10-metre line, back to Phil Nicholson into the 22, neat little step. Nicholson almost to the try line. New Zealand looking for the opening score.
Number 8 collapsing the ruck.
And knowing that they need to get a strong start here, but Rasta Rasavenge has penalised the All Blacks.
Brilliant work by Mullabora in defence as well to get back there and force the turnover. Blistering start to this game.
Oh, the crowd still buzzing after that controversy at the end of the England-Australia game. But that's done and dusted for now. Osea Kolinisau out to Samisoni Viriviri. Claimed his 50th try yesterday, and that's his 52nd and a valuable score it is for the Islanders.
and we shouldn't expect anything less from this game between these two wonderful 7's exponents as well, both bringing good form into this game. Fiji, after a magical quarter-final against Samoa, and New Zealand so impressive against South Africa in their quarter-final. And that game ebbed one way to the next. I think Mickelson was going to score for New Zealand. Great defence from Mulibora, and an outstanding counter-attack and a try for Viriviri.
So Fijian flags are flying proud over Twickenham to celebrate that try from Samisoni Viriviri. 5-0, 2 minutes into this game. Oh, almost up beside Domalailai. Ben Ryan has been here many times before, and how many times has he crossed swords with Gordon Titchens?
Attempted to grab that ball in the air, nearly been galloping way towards the try line.
Sometimes they come off, sometimes they don't. Up beside Domalailai. Debut on the Gold Coast this season.
Sit.
A huge scrap for possession. Domalailai, a little slow to react. The boot to ball downfield, but Fiji rather back there in numbers. Samisoni Viriviri left-footed, way downfield to lift the pressure. Still rolling, and finally into touch.
Brilliant work by Viriviri to get back there, understanding he was outnumbered, comfortably outnumbered by the chasing New Zealand defence. Decided playing the territorial game, and well executed as well. Good decision and well executed by Viriviri.
We've seen him in attack, yeah, we've also seen him now in defence, and you can well appreciate why he is on the shortlist for the HSBC 7's Player of the Year.
Yeah, like I said, he's been brilliant in attack, but there he was outnumbered 4-2. There's no point trying to take that defence on. Kicking downfield was the right option.
Well, he has great ambitions, and sadly we might not see him on the circuit after this, because he's signed for French club Montpellier. And luckily, and we will see him in the Heineken Cup next season, where he will grace some of the finest stadia in Europe. Advantage, Fiji. Master Rasavenga's arm is outstretched. And outstretched also the arm there of Benito Masalemu. Jose Apolinisao, well collared on this occasion. Samisoni Viriviri by Ben Lam.
Excellent defence by Ben Lam and Mickelson as well.
Scott Curry was there. This is Bryce Heem, crowded. Well, looked to be crowded out into touch, but there is the strength of Bryce Heem. His power and his pace everywhere you look in this New Zealand side, showing Stour some deft touches from him this weekend. The dancing feet there of Gillis Parker.
Penalty advantage. You collapse the ruck there, I'm going for entry first.
Leave it. Brilliant game of 7's rugby.
You collapse the ruck, I'm going for entry first. Entry first.
Both sides of the ball, in attack and defence. Desperate defence by both Fiji and New Zealand. And blistering counter-attacking as well. So Ben Lam imposing himself on Viriviri, not allowing Viriviri any chance to get on the outside.
So a chance to draw breath. Reflect perhaps on the defensive skills here of Ben Lam.
Yeah, stepping up. You can't allow his Viriviri an opportunity to get on that outside channel. Really kept that press. Kept the pressure on, cutting down the space.
Kaka finds Curry, palms it down. Kaka. Obviously, Stowers, I don't know what boots he's got on today. Could they be the waltzing boots, perhaps, or the foxtrot boots? But here come Scott Curry and New Zealand, cut out by Domalailai. And another chance goes begging. But what exceptional defence there from Fiji. Beside Domalailai.
The tackle assist over them. And the tackle assist. Yep.
So we're off again. Mr. Rasavenga communicating with DJ Forbes exactly what the problem was. Play on. Fijians matching New Zealand for power and for pace as well. If this guy gets a foothold, now then, picking up a head of steam here. That's Donasio Ratumbuli to Samisoni Viri Viri. You can see what the Fijians are trying to do. They're trying to release their gas man. There he is, Viri Viri. And this time it's cut out by New Zealand. Stowers to Lamb to Curry.
Brilliant defensive work by New Zealand. First of all, Fiji pretty much stopped certain New Zealand tries where they're covering defence, but that time the counter-attack was on for Fiji and New Zealand were able to cut off the inside pass. And look at that umbrella, it's cutting off that pass. There's no pass, there's no out, easy out to Fiji. And then the pressure came on, get lovely hands, Stowers to Lamb, and then the inside pass for Curry to score. That's brilliant defensive work for New Zealand. Made that try for them.
Kaka with a conversion. Lamb and Curry cooking up a feast. And a tasty score for New Zealand.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Finally got it, yeah.
That's symptomatic of how quality defence can create a try.
Mikey? Anything else, sir?
Even though fatigue is setting in, both sides very fit.
What a time to score. Right
You know what we talked about behind the posts? Best version of yourselves. That's where we were for 98% of that game. Just when we went at the last play, not your fault. You did brilliantly. One another, the two of you. We need our third or fourth man there. We have to flood our back. When we line break, we flood. We flood hard. Because if we work hard and we keep doing the small things right, we'll win this game.
It's simple numbers.
Always positive from Ben Ryan.
We're worst enemy at the moment, and we're ahead of them. So we can play a lot better now. A lot more patient on attack. Be smarter with the ball in hand. That's all it takes. Come on, got it. Don't drop this.
The advantages demand such high standards.
Set an offside line. Just get in really quickly.
New Zealand, of course, retained the championship here in Twickenham by virtue of reaching the Cup quarter-finals. They desperately want to make it 3 in a row here. Hong Kong, Glasgow, and now London to finish the season on a high.
Both those coaches talked about numbers, and even in a game of sevens, it's all about creating and exploiting space. You still need numbers. Numbers of the breakdown, numbers in support to take advantage of that and score the points. Work hard to support your teammates.
Please.
So hang on to something tight, because it could be a rough ride for the next 7 minutes. Scott Curry, his try, bringing New Zealand back on level terms, and then that conversion giving the All Blacks the advantage. They have the advantage of the extra man here, DJ Forbes. He won't go all the way himself, or will he? Takes it deep into the Fijian 22.
Too light, too light.
And Fiji
No.
have given away a penalty.
Too light. It must be immediate.
That pass to DJ
Must be
Forbes,
immediate,
touch and go to me, whether that was
Yes,
forward or
immediate.
not.
Too light. Entry at
New Zealand have control of the ball, and DJ Forbes in midfield. Having a word with his colleagues there, and he's inside as Bryce Heem. Stowers is there as well. Kaka on to Stowers. This is Bryce Heem second into Fijian defenders. The offload out the back door to Ben Lamb, looking to brush aside the Fijian defender. It's a hot potato for DJ Forbes, and Stowers is collared, but he's done well to retain possession. Goes to ground on the narrow side. DJ Forbes still manages to get the offload away to Kaka into midfield, where Tim Mickelson is there. Well tackled. Huge gap on the narrow side, spotted by Curry, but he'll have to come back.
Austin, lost forward.
Neither side are prepared to allow the time and space the opposition crave to exploit.
Time off,
They
please.
have so much finishing talent on our field, but the defensive work of both these sides, outstanding. Really pressing, keep that press going. They're competing with the breakdown. And just that little hint of a knock-on, well spotted. Hey, Rasta.
They know each other's plays so well. The only blip really on the New Zealand calendar this year was in Tokyo when they finished fourth, and that gave South Africa the opportunity. But what a marvellous win it was for Fiji in Dubai later on this year. 44-0 against the New Zealand All Blacks.
Astonishing performance.
Best performance in years by a Fijian side when we look back at the likes of William Ryder and of course the legendary Waisale Serevi. He was in there making a nuisance of himself, but it's snapped up by Benito Masilevu. Good hands to Colin Isao, the captain. One-handed, snatched like candy from a baby. Tim Mickelson.
No, let's go.
That was close, and the game can turn on an incident like that. Games can be won or lost.
Fiji cannot get out of their own 22 because the persistent and dogged defence and well-organised defence of New Zealand. Keep pressing, harrying, not with them any time to get beyond that first man. All the tricks, all the offloads, really cannot get out of their own 22.
Ben Ryan has made a substitution. On has come Semi Kunatani from the Namathia club in Nandi. 1-3. Nicholson scoops it away to Stowers with a little room to manoeuvre. That room closed down. Nicholson again. Brushes aside the first tackler. Was the ball lost forward?
First arriving player. Behind the mark, please. Yep.
Very strict on the breakdown, and here is the replacement, Kunatani.
Can't hurry up, Skip.
6'4", 6 feet 5 inches tall, 97 kilograms. Colin Isao, the captain, conjure up some magic. Fiji trail by 7-5. Very. This is Vathungu. Tackle came in from DJ Forbes. Domalailai. High-stepping Apisa Domalailai. Thinks about the pass out the back door, but thinks better of it. That's very to Kunatani. Now then, there could be a man over here. Vathungu, the replacement. The best of passes. Ball in the air, that's time wasted. Good effort. A slip. But Fiji managed to retain possession. Now then, surely the try must come here. Samisoni Viri. He's got support outside him. Masilevu steps inside. Was the right decision, I wonder? Yep, on the whitewash. And Fiji have claimed the lead back again.
Masilevu needed to score there after ignoring the man outside. And scored it, he did. And everyone's out there in their feet at this moment in time. Breathtaking rugby from both sides. Both sides on the ball in attack and defence, moving back and forth, stretching every sinew and giving everything they got.
The whole of Fiji was holding its breath then, and probably jumping up, arms in the air, had Benito Masilevu made the right decision. Conversion scrapes past the far upright, but Fiji have control of the game. They lead 10-7.
They could have scored earlier, they should have scored earlier, but score they did. A little bit of composure at the end. The step inside, the current defence from Mickelson. Perhaps overreached, looking out to the man outside him as well. But the strength, the upper body strength was there from Masilevu to score.
Okay, time back on.
They're in raptures in the stands, as they are probably in the islands. And if you're watching, well, Bulla to you. The boys are doing well. Sam Dixon is the replacement for New Zealand, wearing number 3. Akira Ioane is on also.
Time back on. Yes.
Sam Dixon. Still time. But Hitchens has been here many a time before. Fiji just dropping that one right on the 10-metre line. Nicholson had placed himself in a good position.
Nicholson is one of the last 2 restarts now. The restart play of New Zealand been very strong.
Dixon leaves it for the youngster. Akira Ioane, can he get away? No, he can't, from the clutches of Kunatani. Dixon once again, the youngster from country, from the West Melton Club, on the outskirts of Christchurch. Forbes.
Number 4 offside.
Yes, number 4 offside. Nakasau offside there, playing advantage.
Advantage is over.
Advantage over. Fiji have a sweeper back there in the form of the captain, Sia Kolinisau. Is going in to try and retrieve the ball. Mickelson leaves it for Dixon. Good interplay here. Out wide is Ben Lamb. Well, that was well read.
I think he was just getting off the floor for the last tackle.
Contest is good. Contest is good.
One of these teams still has a final to play into the last minute.
10 minutes each way to final as well.
Oh, that's going to be a cracker. Oh, the kick through from Domalailai. Giving chase, but back there's DJ Forbes. Has to let the man get up. Lead the ball back to Ioane.
Brilliant work, DJ Forbes, who worked really hard to get back there.
Well, it's not over until it's over. And here comes Ioane, and here come New Zealand, just holding up the ball, waiting for the support to arrive. Has to be Smother tackled. Now then, there's a chance. Ben Lamb with room to manoeuvre here. Tackled low. You have to bring him down, and bring him down early. Penalty, New Zealand. Now then.
Oh, that was a good counteract by Fiji as well. I thought that ball had been knocked out.
We're into the red zone. 3 points would draw level. That would take the game into extra time. What do you do? There is the monster hooter, and it's a monster decision here for DJ Forbes.
They can't kick the touch. So they're going to have to either tap and go or go for the drop.
Back, what?
Another nail biter.
Hey.
And New Zealand are going to run it by the looks of it. Kaka. Change of direction. Kaka brings Curry onto the ball, and Fiji need to have their wits about them here as Mickelson looks to get away from the attentions of Leo Nakasau, the replacement. Lamb. You want Lamb out on the wing somewhere. Forbes. To Kaka, he's got Ioane. Oh, good step from Gillies Kaka. What a player he is. Can he score the winning try on a DJ Forbes, perhaps 5 meters short? Ioane once again to use his muscle and power. 4 New Zealanders there. Scott Curry! I think he's done it, you know. Referee Rastavenge right on the spot in the referee time. And once again, New Zealand have come back from the brink to claim another place in a cup final. And there is the whistle.
The great feat, the resilience of New Zealand, but also the talent as well. The feet of Kaka created, bought a bit of time, took out the defenders, the strength of Ioane out there as well. And DJ Forbes, so tireless, and that work really brings, and the power of Curry just got him over the try line. Heartbreak for Fiji. Wonderful fight back for New Zealand. Just sees him over the try line. Find their way to yet another World Series final.
Disappointment etched deep on the faces of the Fijian players. Elation certainly felt in the New Zealand camp. They know how close they came to defeat there, but they've won a marvellous semi-final, a pulsating semi-final. New Zealand 12, Fiji 10.